I recently did a video on how to add images and videos to Google Forms, but they have had some updates and I wanted to update some of my image notes for you guys so that you can make even more dynamic forms that allow you to ask questions in different ways. As a math teacher, I particularly like this because we're all about visuals in math and looking at things like graphs and charts and tables. So here I have a question set up, and this works for all types of questions. So I can do this for a short answer question as well. I wanted to do multiple choice for this though. So I can add in my question. And then next to my question is a little icon. That's the image icon for Google. It looks like the little mountains. And I can add in an image to be associated with that particular question. So I'm going to click on that and it will open up the typical insert image window where you can upload, use a URL, or get pictures from your drive. I'm going to choose an image to upload. I'm going to upload one of my graphs. So what that does is it adds that in as part of the question itself. Since this was multiple choice, you can see underneath are the options. So whoever is using this will see the words for the question followed by the image. You click on the three vertical dots, you have a couple of options. You can align it differently. I usually like to center align. You can also change the image, remove the image, and add a caption if you want. Now, what's really cool is that in the options itself, you can also add images. So you can see next to option 1, and if I were to add another option, there is the image icon showing up again. So I'm going to add in another image, even though for this particular question it doesn't make sense. I'm going to add in this one. Alright, so there's my image. One thing to note is that once you start getting into the details here, it's not going to allow you to resize them or change how they are aligned on the page, just because of how forms will present those to whoever is taking the form. So if you have something that's very big and you put it into a option, it's going to become very small, so you'll always want to check to make sure it's readable. You can always remove that if you want. You can, again, there's text associated with this, so the same as the blue line. And that text will be associated with that image. And you can continue to add images for choices. I actually have a quiz that I used recently with my kids, and it had like 9 different choices and I had 9 different images. So to show you what these look like when you take a form, I'm going to open up the preview for this form. So you can see it has my questions, the words for the question. It has the original graph that I have. And then for all my answer choices, it puts the image and then it puts the text that's associated with that image. We'll always put the text underneath the image, so that's just something to keep in mind as you're using these. And when you select that text option, it also selects that particular image. And it's as easy as that. Remember that you can always still add images as an entirely separate question. And so I'll show you one of those too, just in case you don't want to access that particular video. Just by inserting a whole entire image. But you can see that this is not quite as useful because it's not associated with that multiple choice question or any question in particular. It's just a standalone image in your form. So that's how you can add images to questions themselves as well as question option choices.